Today we're going to be installing some fans, planning out our wiring. I got my carpet material, got my fans in, most of my wiring stuff is here, so we can get started on this. For now I just marked out my fans, nice large fans, one for each compressor. Fans. Fan will just sit down there like that. Carpet will fill in any gaps. It'll look nice. Cut out the holes with just a Dremel with a sanding bit. Clean up all these edges. Make them look nice and wrapped. So now I'm going to try to wrap it. I'm going to try to wrap it all in one piece, in one go. Not sure how it's going to turn out. I'm going to let that tack up just a little bit, start wrapping those things. I'm starting from the middle here, I'm working my way towards the outside edge. This is where it's going to start to get tricky. Just got to be careful as you're laying it out. Now comes the hard part. And that's going to be to get these to wrap and stay. So I'm trying to wrap down, pull it down into that groove. Looking decent. Starting to get a little bit of a wrinkle, but I'm just going to pull this material, and it does stretch quite a bit. So just pull that material until you get that wrinkle out, and iron it down in there. He's going. Okay. Well, this side's completely wrapped and finished. We'll cut out these holes, set in our fans, get those mounted up, and finally mount our compressor. Press fit. So we'll go ahead and do the rest of it. All 4 of them are now cut. We're going to set our fans in. Where all my air ports will go through. I'm not sure how I want to do it. I could just do that. And then my air lines go through. You know what I mean? So I'm going to hold off on that. That way maybe this will be a cleaner look than a hold. Alright, now that we got it covered, we need to make our holes for all of our mounting locations. My favorite way to do it is with a heating iron or a soldering iron. Went ahead and bought some of these isolator bushings off of Amazon. Got them for 15 bucks for 16 of them, as opposed to $80 for a set from Air with these AC fans. So in total I spent 30 bucks for all 4 compressors. Okay, so now we can start mounting our compressors on here. Thought it would be a good idea, but I'm not digging it. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna make a little block here for the airlines to go in. Kind of a beauty panel, cover panel for all this. What I've started doing is got me a rough shape. You can see where my airline's gonna run through it. This is where my power cord's gonna run through it. Just made a bunch of the same shape. We'll come in here, take a couple out of the end, and I'll cut all these. Got a nice rounded edge in there. Pretty cool. Custom little touch. Also keep the hoses from kinking. Give them a nice smooth surface to ride on. This is all going to be covered in the same material as this. And then it's going to be screwed on from the bottom down here to the bottom of that. There you go, finished product. Nice clean. Hoses run through there nicely. Nice snug. Got a hole for my power cord to come up. So I think it turned out pretty well. Got all my clamps lined up. I'm just trying my hose through here. Continue on this. Installing all these hoses. Pretty straightforward. There you go. All the intake airlines are in to the side. All my airlines are in to the side from the air management. Got powers for my compressors. Ground back there for the compressor. Also got the fan power and ground running through here. And both sets of fans. Out to the side. 0 gauge ground cable. We got 4 gauge power cables to each compressor. Should be plenty. And all that will go over to the side here and be mounted on the side wall of the box. PC fans, just make sure they all 4 of them are working and wired properly. And they are. Alright, let's show you how cool this is. This is a harness from Airlift. Comes with a 3P, 3H Airlift setup. As you can see here, I've depinned it from the connector to the management system up here. So this is all depinned. I'm going to pull this off and then I'm going to route it through here, through my block, and up to my management system. So hopefully I can get all these back in the right spot. Here goes nothing. Let's start pulling this apart. There. So that's done. Now I can just repin all that. There you go. Back to original. And nice clean harness installation. Very nice. Let's give you an overview of it. Man, I'm getting excited. Oh, good. Nice and clean. So we got power coming from the battery into a 200 amp circuit breaker. From the circuit breaker it goes into a power distribution block, which provides power to an 80 amp relay, provides key power to my fuse block, which provides key power for my relays and also my management system. And everything else I need, all my lights, all my fans, or everything, all keep power out of here. From our distribution block, we got 4 gauge wires going down to 80 amp circuit breakers, and from the 80 amp circuit breakers, they go down to 80 amp relays. Each relay provides power to each set of compressors. It is temperature sensitive. Once it reaches a certain temperature, it'll kick on and turn off once it gets below a certain temperature. All the tubing comes in from the air management and tanks, comes underneath here and out to my truck through some bulkhead connectors at the bottom of the box. And I'll go down through the bed and down to the chassis of the truck. There's a AVS automatic drain for water here, which drains the air from the top tank before it goes back to the management system. There's a drain at the lower tank that comes out through the bulkhead and down to another automatic air trap and a tank drain. So I can drain the system anytime, or it automatically drains itself once it gets to a certain level. Compressor air inlets, they just come through the wall or under the tank, which you watch me do, to some hard line. They follow the front of the box nicely and come over here to some 90-degree fittings, which go to the air filters on the outside of the box and will be easily serviceable from outside. As far as the Airlift Performance 3H wiring harness. So the wiring harness, you watched me kind of tear that apart earlier. One thing I did do is I cut out the factory relay that was in the harness and reused it here. In its place, I used the trigger wire and ran it to one of these relays down below, and then I used the second air compressor trigger wire to activate the other relay. Those are ground circuits, so it just connects that ground circuit for your relays to kick on. Super easy to do. Just a little bit of cutting. The power wires for the compressor from the harness are also cut out because it's all just tied in to the main power feed. I didn't really show you any of that. I probably should have. I'm sure there'll be questions. Feel free to hit me up and let me know. I'll draw it out or show you or explain it better if you need it. Also, the wires for the height sensors. Now they come out of the harness. I don't think you can really see down there. They come out of the harness along this side, come up behind this panel over to this side, and they'll be secured to the side of the box, and they go down and out, and those will be ran to all the height sensors. Also, there's a key power that will be ran to the truck, as well as controller will be ran out through there. Battery cutoff. Got batteries installed, so I need to do some of my cables, but I think I'm going to finish this video up here. Yeah, showed you basically the whole deal. Got everything made, set in here. Just trying to figure out what I want to do with some logo work. See if I want to put in the truck's name. Do the project name and logo, as well as my channel logo. A little bit of work left to do on here. Gotta do the plexiglass, LEDs, things like that. But for the most part, this project is done. Everything works, everything is wired up, finished, and ready to install into the truck. Alright, if you guys have liked these videos I made, please hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, let me know what you think of all this. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.